Hello fellas, welcome to Friendship Shaving, and I'm in the kitchen once again. It's good to be here for my shave. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be using a razor that I haven't picked up for a while, and it is a copy of a vintage Gibbs razor from Heritage Collection Shaving. So I'll be putting a razor blade in that in just a moment. I've also got another little sample of a tallow soap from Mr. Murray's Grooming Products, and this one is based on the scent of Penhaligon's Juniper Sling. So we'll get to that in a moment. And I'm using today, and I've had a little bit of a carry on with my lather because I'm using a bowl from the Byron Shaving Company. And first of all, the base, the handle fell off the bottom of my bowl. There is a magnet on there, so it came apart. Dropped the bowl on the floor, lather everywhere. So we started again, and I was just getting to the last drop of water in my bowl that I wanted to add. And I've got a mixer tap in the kitchen, and at that last moment it just decided to deposit the whole tap's worth of water into my bowl. So we'll have to see how that goes. But I'm using my new brush from Umo, and they have a couple of coins that you can choose. And I chose that one because it looks like an M for Mark. And the knot today, although you can't see it very well, is the Pure Bliss knot from Andrew at APShaveCo. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. Got my flannel in the sink, so let me just dampen my bristles again. I've already done it once. Keep them nice and damp, and then I will put a razor blade into this Gibbs copy, and it is a superb copy of the original Gibbs razor. Just a word of warning: if you take this apart to clean it and you put this little adjustment part on upside down, it will throw out the numbers. So if that's happened to you, that's what's going on. So it just unscrews at the bottom here, top comes off, and the razor blade I'm going to use today is one of these Class X Extreme Platinum Extra Sharpness, it says, and these are made in India. So we'll try one of these. I have got a standby blade at the ready just in case this one is not so good in this razor, and that does happen sometimes. We'll put that back together, and I'm going to start my shave on N, which is the midway point on this razor. Now, looking forward to trying this Pure Bliss knot. This will be the first time I've used it, and it does say on the website that it may take several shaves to break the knot and allow the knot to open up a little bit more. I don't think perhaps break the knot is the right word, but you know what I mean. I think I've just got away with my lather. We'll have to see as I get going. That's nice. That's a nice knot. Very nice using the tips. Apparently this is a longer bristle, so you can set it deeper or longer. It has got a little bit of backbone. Again, that might ease as I get into using the brush, but certainly in a painting movement that is very nice indeed. Yeah, and I think nearly got that in my mouth. I think I've just got away with having a nice lather here. Yeah, there's plenty of water in it, but I think we're okay, we're good. I really am enjoying this tallow soap from Graham at Mr. Murray's Grooming Products. It is something that he has been experimenting with. And this one, as I said, is based on Penhaligon's Juniper Sling. Now, I have used a Juniper scented soap before from Sweden, and it was very strongly scented with juniper, and I thought it was horrible. This is not like that. This is a nice fresh scent. It's not too strongly scented with the juniper, but also I'm getting a very nice fruity scent with it. So fresh and fruity is my sort of description of the scent. Let's see how this razor blade does with the razor. The razor is a very short handled razor, and it is head heavy unless you're holding it up here, which you know no one's going to do because your fingers get in the way. So it is a little bit head heavy. A short razor. But guys, a very nice razor to shave with. In fact, I'm going to turn that down a little bit. This razor blade, it says extra sharpness, and it does indeed feel very sharp on that setting I had it on. There we go. That's much nicer for me. Even on setting 2 with this blade, it's feeling, oh, I've got an itch right there. It's feeling very effective. It feels a little bit aggressive, even on setting 2. But I am comfortable with it. the original Gibbs razor, which I used to have. I gave that to my friend Sven. Was also a very, very effective little razor. So for me, I could probably go down another setting. And I might indeed do that on the next pass. Because on this razor, and it's just the way that the numbers work, we go from number 2, let's get it where you can see it perhaps a bit better, through number 1, and it goes on to almost number 6. You get a bit below setting number 1. So I'm just going to put that on setting 1 for the second pass. Guys, that's a very, very good first pass indeed. I'm picking up a lovely scent now off of this soap. So Graham, thank you very much for sending this. I wouldn't have gone for this, but I quite like this scent. I feel I could just do with a drop more soap in here. It was just unfortunate that the tap dumped an extra amount of water in. I had it just where I like it, and then I had to really do some work with the lather, but we've done all right. Very nice indeed. Guys, I'm actually quite enjoying shaving in the kitchen. And it was pointed out to me the other week that for us Brits, I don't know about anywhere else around the world, but you know, we have a history of shaving in the kitchen. Because in the old terrace houses, the outside toilet was outside. You know, back in the old days, back in my granddad's days, the only toilet was an outside toilet. So having a bowl of water and having a shave at the kitchen table was quite the norm everywhere. Oh yeah, that's quite nice. With a bit of a spray. I will come back as I use these brushes more and more. I will come back and talk about them. I've put them in a playlist just so they're all linked together. You know, my first sort of use or two of the brushes and the knots, but yeah, I'm liking this one. It seems to be, well now, Andrew says on his website that is somewhere in between his G5A and his G5C. Now the G5A is the type of knot that is in the Omega Evo, and it definitely has less backbone than that. The G5C apparently has more backbone than the 5A, So there we go. And the last brush I used had the titanium knot in it, which is the platinum knot from Simpsons, and this is just as soft as that, maybe more so. And on first use it's got less backbone. Now if that is going to become easier as the brush spreads out a little bit after a first few shaves, I think this is going to be a very, very nice knot indeed. We shall see how that goes as I use it. I had to go with a 24mm knot with this one. I'll rinse that off in a minute, guys, so you can see it, but the handle from Umo was quite chunky, and having a 22mm knot in there looked a bit silly, to be honest, so I had to drill it out to 26mm, and that allowed me to perfectly drop in this 24mm knot. Oh yeah, that's nice now. We've got it. That's a nice setting for me. Now guys, if you like a short handled razor, this is certainly one to try. It wasn't expensive when I bought this. You'll be able to check the price yourself at the Heritage Collection shaving website. Yeah, this is superb now, really superb. Really very nice indeed. These blades I'm quite impressed with. They feel a little bit like a feather, to be honest. They certainly are a sharp blade. Be interesting to do a comparison between this one and a feather. Do you know, I used a feather the other day for my shave, and I used it in my titanium razor. Now normally I used to get, I haven't used one for quite a while, but I used to get 5 or 6 shaves out of a feather easily, and for some reason the other day on my second shave it was uncomfortable. I finished the shave, but it was thrown out after that. Very unusual for a feather for me. And they are an expensive blade, so be interesting to see how many we get out of one of these. me just wipe that off, and I can give the brush a rinse. You can see what it looks like a bit better. It's a very nice little razor, that. Just a moment, guys. There we are. Now this brush handle is an ebony handle, and it is listed in the UMO section for their wooden handles. What I found odd was that when I was drilling it out, what I was getting was fragments of a white plasticated material. So whether it's just been dipped in some sort of resin to make it shiny and make it hard, I do not know. But there we are. It's not properly rinsed, but you can see I like the letter M there. Thought that was quite nice. Yeah. So that's a nice handle. It's not too wide at the bottom. It's very comfortable. That's a great knot. I think this might well become one of my favourites, guys. Yeah, very nice indeed. So I have to see if I can get a good picture of that. Now I've just been using lately you know, there's a nice slickness on this soap, really nice. And guys, I've got a BBS shave with the Gibbs, even on that low setting. So a great little razor, really. I've been using in here just my Nivea Anti-Age Moisturiser with a slightly damp face, and do you know, that's working really well for me. Just around the house, you know, I don't need to particularly smell wonderful, but this is very nice for the odd shave, and I feel like it's doing my skin a lot of good. Do a bit up there, and that's my shave, guys. I've enjoyed this shave with a razor that I don't use very much indeed. Absolutely. Terrific brush, terrific razor, terrific soap again. You take care. I'll catch you soon. All the very best now. Bye bye.